Good morning, everyone, and welcome to King's Football Show. I hope all of you are well. I hope you had a good Friday. I hope you are looking forward to another game week of Premier League football, and in this case, as well as fantasy football. Make sure that your teams are ready. It is only 25 minutes left until deadline, so it's very important that your teams are ready. Make sure your bench is in order. Make sure your captaincy choice is in order as well. Let me quickly go through the chat. Pick up Social. I hope you're well, brother. Big up Bobby as well. He's saying, have a great show, King. Big up to everyone in the chat. I hope everyone has a good day. Yes, and I've done a poll as well, everyone. Make sure you vote on the poll. Who is your captaincy choice for this game week 3? And I'm gonna quickly bring up my team as well so you can see what my thoughts are as well with my team. I've made 2 changes actually, guys. I rolled the first week, so I got 2 free transfers. I'm going to show you what I've done with my team. Sorry for the morning voice as well. So this is my team, guys. So I got Sanchez in goal. I was thinking between him and Ward, but the rumors going on at Leicester with Fofana maybe not playing, with Tielemans not playing, and Leicester's defense being awful at the start of the weekend, I will continue to trust Brighton's goalkeeper Sanchez. Then I got Trent and Robertson. It's high time that you guys do something for me now. Get me some points, get me a clean sheet, get me some assists. Please, I beg you. Robertson been killing me for not going with Cancelo. And then I got Reece James and Saliba as well in the back line. So I've gone from 4-4-2 to a 4-3-3. My 3 midfielders are Salah, Foden, and I've sold Bukayo Saka for Gabriel Martinelli. And I also sold my cheap forward Archer for Mbeumo. And I got Kane and Jesus as well. And as you can see, the captaincy armband is on Gabriel Jesus. I think he's going to have a good game week. He's playing against Bournemouth. Bournemouth conceded 4 goals against Man City, and he looked so good against Leicester last week. Jesus. I mean, obviously Salah is my vice captain. I wouldn't be surprised if he scores a lot of goals against Manchester United because Liverpool will press them, and they are not the most press-resistant team. So why did I go with Mbeumo? He scored last week, but more than that, this fixture list looks amazing. They are facing Fulham, Everton, Crystal Palace, Leeds, and Southampton, which for me is amazing. And even after the Arsenal game, it's Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Brighton. So they have a long list of good fixtures. And if I can get a few goals from Mbeumo, why not? I couldn't really afford Tony, but Mbeumo is a good option as well for me. So that's why I went with him. I'm also going to show you guys some differential transfers that you can make that I did. And here they are. Got Ivan Toney of Brentford. As I've mentioned before, Brentford fixture list is amazing. He cost 7.1 million, as you can see. He's scored 1 goal and 2 assists, which means 3 returns in 2 games, which is very good. He's managed to get 17 points, and his ownership is very low, so only 12% or 12.5%, sorry, who plays the game owns Ivan Toney. And that means that If you get Ivan Tony and he scores, he's gonna have a good impact on your rank because only 12% owns him. And as I said, they are playing against Fulham, Everton, Crystal Palace, Leeds, and Southampton. So he's a very good option. The next man is the man himself, the guy in form, Gabriel Jesus, Arsenal striker. He's actually risen to 8.1 million and he's managed to score 2 goals and 2 assists in his first 2 games, giving him 21 points. He got a high ownership of 79.4%, but I would still, if you don't own him, you have to go for him. The next player in line for me is Rodrigo. It is Leeds United. He's listed as a midfielder, but he's going to play centre forward now that Patrick Bamford is out. His price is 6.1 million. He's managed to score 3 goals and 2 assists in his first 2 games, and that is amazing. 22 points, again, amazing. And his ownership is only 11.6%. So if you're looking for a cheaper midfield option, if you're not happy with your Sakas or your Mason Mount or your Madison or your Sancho, or if you want to, save some money and invest in attack, Rodrigo, Martinelli are 2 very good options. If you don't want to move on from that price bracket, you can use Man City's Phil Foden, only 8 million. He scored an assist in his last game. He's got a total of 12 points. His ownership is only 8%. So that means that if you go for him and he does well, it will have a good impact on you. I like Phil Foden. I have him in my team. So if you can also go with him, I think he's a good option. Manchester City's next few games looks very solid. They are facing Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, and Tottenham, which for me is a very solid game week list. And if you can, you should definitely try and get Phil Foden in your team. The next player that I have is Mark Cucurella, who is now a Chelsea defender. He's only 5 million, guys. 5 million for Mark Cucurella. He got an assist last game. He's on set pieces. He take corners. He'll take a few free kicks. His ownership is only 10.6%. Now is the time to jump on Mark Cucurella. Yes, he only got 4 points, but he's only played 1 game, and I think that he's gonna be a solid option for that price. If when I will probably jump on him as soon as I can. I think it's a good option. And the last one that I recommend is Lewis Dunk. It's only 4.5 million. He's very good on set pieces. I mean, he scores a few headers every season. Brighton's defense looks solid once again. He's managed to get 9 points in 2 game weeks, which is very good return, especially for his price bracket. And his ownership, again, is only 2.5%. So there you have them, guys. That's the players that I've been looking at, and I recommend to people, if you don't own them, try and get them into your team. They can be very helpful for you. FPL at the start of the week is all about, getting momentum, trying to find differentials, and also, lots of patience. Have patience. Don't worry, even if you're not doing amazingly in the first few weeks, it's part of it. We are all here to learn, make sure we enjoy the game and have fun. And if you guys have any questions as well, you can always ask. I'm happy to help you guys. And yeah, it's only what, like 17 minutes left for the game week to end. Let's see if we can find some interesting team news. Romero is out, and Langley will play for Tottenham. So I mean, if you got Pedro Neto in your team, don't sell him. I think he can do well. Maybe Spurs defense will leak a bit. We saw against Chelsea they conceded two. So without their best defender, they might concede one or two, and they have a bad record against Wolverhampton as well. So that could be good. And we know that also Aston Villa is without Diego Carlos. House is back in full training, but I don't think he will be ready to start against Crystal Palace. So if you have any Crystal Palace attackers, they can come good in this game week. If you own Edward or if you own Saha or SA, I think they will come good. We saw last game against Liverpool that Olise is back, but I would probably wait a few weeks before I jump on Olise, but he can become good. If we move on to Everton, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is still out. So if you have Nico Williams, I mean, if you're brave, you could start him. I'm not sure he's gonna score for Everton right now. With Dominic Calvert-Lewin is being out once again. There's a lot of rumors with Dele Alli, but even if he plays, he barely scores. Iwobi is not a great goal scorer. Demarai Gray is not a great goal scorer. That might come back and bite me in the arse, and they score a hat trick now against Nottingham. But I think Nottingham looked good against West Ham. They were a bit lucky, but in overall, they've started well. And it's Blanco. Welcome to the stream, my guy. I hope you're well. Yeah, Madison is a good option if you have him. Why not? He's a good FPL stream. I'm gonna have a look at Leicester's upcoming games as well and see what does the star mean purporting on my team selection. It means that the player you have in your team has done well and is one of the highest scoring player or the highest scoring player in that position. So if you have stars in your team, you've picked the right players. The more stars you have, the better. So you can see I got two star players, so Martinelli and Jesus right now after the first two game weeks are highest scoring in their bracket. So Jesus is one of the highest scoring centre forward and Martinelli is one of the highest scoring midfielders. And the more of them you have, the better for your team. And yeah, so let's look at James Madison. There he is. Leicester's fixture on Southampton is a good game for Madison. He can easily score. He even showed against Arsenal that he can score against the bigger teams. So don't be afraid against Chelsea. Man United, until they've fixed up their defense, until Casemiro is bedded in and get used to the league, is a good team to target. Then it's Brighton, Villa, Tottenham. But I'm looking at jumping on Leicester player when I do my first wild card. I will use my wild card after game week 8. So the players will go on international duty in game week 8. So when they're back for game week 9, maybe some of them have played a lot of games, or some of them are tired, or even some of them may get injured. So that's when I will use my wild card. And I'm looking to get one of Madison, Harvey Barnes, Jamie Vardy, maybe even two of them because they are playing Nottingham Forest in game week 9, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Leeds, Wolverhampton, and then they have one tough game against Man City, and then it's Everton again. So you can keep your Leicester player for a couple of game weeks here. I think they would do very well. But if you have James Madison or you want to jump on him now, it's not wrong because it's still Southampton, Man United, Brighton, and Villa, where I think he can get a few returns. Yes, social. So basically, the wild card is a chip that you get to use. And this season, we have we have three wild cards. So we have one that is specifically after the World Cup. So that means that you can change your whole team and it won't cost you anything. And then we have two normal wild cards where you can use them anytime during the season. If you're not happy with your team or your players in your team are starting to face a lot of tough oppositions, then you can change your whole team or you can choose the amount of players you want to change and it won't cost you any hits. So you won't get a -4 or -8 that you usually do. So that's what the wildcard chip is. So yeah, guys, make sure you vote on the poll as well. Let me see who your captain is right now. Let me see what's the poll doing. Yeah, so 50% is on Gabriel Jesus. That's interesting. 33% is on Mohamed Salah and 14% is on other. So all of you that voted on other, who's your pick? I want to know. And we got 7 votes. Big up to all of you. And we got 9 likes already. I'm really happy. And we got 6 people that is in as well. Great, great, great. I'm gonna put a question in the chat. So guys, if you have any questions, make sure you ask me. And make sure your team is ready. It's only 10 minutes left before the deadline. Sometimes the website do crash. So if I'm you, make sure you've locked in your team. I've gone for Jesus as captain. It was between him and Mohamed Salah. Salah has a wonderful record against Man United. I think he scored a hat trick or 2 goals and an assist when they beat them 5-0. And he just likes to score against Man United. He really does. And let me see. Big up Josh. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you sub to his channel, Talk Football. Jesus has stat padded my team big time so far. Listen, Jesus been wonderful. I was this close to captaining him last week. I regret that so much. I should have done that. But this week I've learned my lesson. Gabriel Jesus is my captain. The armband is on him, as you can see, guys. 11 o'clock for the deadline. So make sure your team is solid. And this is my final team. Jesus is the captain. The vice captain is on Mohamed Salah. I hope I don't regret that. But my reason is that Jesus is in good form. Arsenal are in good form. He wants to continue to score goals. Bournemouth got a lot of injuries. They play a low block, and I think the low block will actually suit us. All right, so Josh has the captain on Mo Salah, and Jesus has the vice captain. Yeah, listen, again, like for me, it was so hard to choose between them. I wasn't sure if I should have gone with Jesus or if I should have gone with Mohamed Salah. I think both options, guys, are great options. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you an option, give you some insights. We can have a look at some stats as well. Let me bring up a website for you so you can have a look at some stats, some FPL stats where they predict points. A very good website, Fantasy Football Hub. They use Opta as well. Opta's been very reliable. So the points prediction for Game Week 3. Let's look at midfielders and forwards. And at top is Jamie Vardy. That's interesting. They think that Leicester are going to score a lot of goals against Southampton. I think they won against them 9-0 a few years ago. if I'm not wrong. So yeah, that makes sense. They think that Son is gonna score his first goals against Wolves. That's interesting. Then Mohamed Salah is third, Kane is fourth, Sterling is fifth, and then De Bruyne, Haaland, Barnes, Madison. Saka is above Jesus. That's interesting. Martinelli as well, and then we got Jesus. That's really interesting. If we look how many points they predict for the first for the game week 3 to game week 6, Salah is on top. Son, Kane, De Bruyne, Haaland, Sterling, Diaz, Foden, Vardy, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus, and Mason Mount. And then we got Bruno Fernandes. So, guys, if you're looking for players that you want to target for a few game weeks, Salah, Son, Kane, De Bruyne, Haaland. Then we got a few differentials in Sterling, Diaz, Foden, and Jamie Vardy. Those are the guys that Fantasy Football Hub predict are going to score most points. That's interesting. You know what? I'm going to save this, and then we are going to have a look after game week 6 how many of these players that they predicted did actually score a lot of points. It's going to be interesting. So yeah, guys, it's only 5 minutes left. Make sure that your team is ready. 5 minutes is less. Only 5 minutes is left. I hope that you make sure that your bench is in order, that your captaincy choice is in order, and most of everything. Have fun, guys. Enjoy the game. Having bad game weeks is part of it, but it's all about you need to be patient, have a plan, have a strategy, and believe in it. Sooner or later it might kick in. As you can see, my rank is not very good right now. It's 3.2 million. It was worse in the first game week as well. So we are making small progress. As you can see, I had a green arrow actually on my overall rank, and that tells you how bad I was doing. As you can see, I've made two transfers as well. So Saka for Martinelli and Mbeumo for Archer, or Martinelli for Saka. Sorry, that's my that's the changes that I've made. And just to show you guys, I'm not gonna use this, but I'm just gonna show you. So if you want to use your bench boost, you press that and then you save it. I'm not gonna save it. So what is the bench boost? It means that the game will activate your bench. So every player that I have on my bench, whatever points they score will count to my total points tally. So let's say if Ward gets 5 points, Nico Williams get two, Andreas get three, and Bailey gets 10. That's 20 points. Those 20 points would add up to whatever my team get. That is what the bench boost means, and you can only use it once. The triple captain is again you press it and then you save it. I'm not gonna do that, but the triple captain means that whoever your captain choice is, let's say if Jesus got 10 points, if he's my triple captain, I'll get 10 times 3, which means I'll get 30 points instead of 20 points because normally the captaincy gives you double your point tally. So I usually use this ship when there is double game weeks in the Premier League, and usually double game week starts after the World Cup this year. Usually it starts around February when the Champions League is on and the FA Cup is on. So you can't have a Premier League game if you have a FA Cup game. So then they will move that game and then it will become a double game week. It's the same with Champions League as well. So usually I use my triple captain when I believe that a player is gonna play two games in one game week. So let's say Liverpool play a Tuesday and a Sunday, then I would triple captain Salah because he's nailed on and he's gonna play both games and most likely 90 minutes. And he has a bigger chance to get more points playing two games than in one game. Sometimes it doesn't always work out like that, but in general, that's the way I use it. And then the last chip you can use is the free hit chip. So basically, what this means is that for one game week, you can change all your players, but then the game week after, you get back to this team. So if this is my game week 3 team and I don't like it, let's say my Liverpool players are playing Man City and my Arsenal players are playing Chelsea and my Chelsea players are then playing Arsenal. I have a lot of players playing each other and I don't like it, or my team has a lot of players with red cards or a few injuries. I can use the free hit, change my team totally for a week, and then the week after it gets back to where it was. So that is the chip, guys. If you have any more questions in regards to the chip, let me know and I will answer it. Pick hard workers. I swapped Mbemo for Solanke as my transfer this week. Oh wow. Mbemo is in my team. I I'm gonna show you why Mbemo is in my team. Where is it? This is why I'm gonna show you. I know this is Ivan Tony, but they play the same. Obviously, they play the same games. So Mbemo is playing Fulham today. Then he's playing Everton, Crystal Palace, Leeds United, and Southampton. So I believe that Mbemo and Brentford are gonna score a lot of goals in these games. So if you have any Brighton attack guys, make sure you keep them. If you don't, it's too late now. But for next game week, make sure that you have bought one or two in. The Silva is also a good option. Jensen is a good option. In the back line, you can go for Henry. You can go for Johnson. Brentford is a team to target right now, and they got good players and good game weeks, and they look hungry. A lot of people suggested that they were gonna struggle without Ericsson, but so far so good. When they faced him, they showed that they didn't miss him. So yeah, guys, the it's 1 minute past 11, so the game is locked in. You will not be able to make any more changes until the game's been updated. And once the game has been updated, all the changes that you make will be for game week 4, guys. Let me just have a quick check on the captaincy. So Jesus is leading. We got 10 votes and 11 likes. Big up to all of you, man. I'm so happy. That's amazing. So Jesus' captaincy choice is 70%. Mohamed Salah is 20%. Haaland is on 0% and others is on 10%. This is so interesting. Last week, Haaland was the most, favorable player for the captaincy armband. He scores one assist and now no one is choosing him. Everybody jumps on Jesus. Jesus scores 2 goals and 2 assists. It's interesting. It's interesting. And we have one person that's gone for another option. I would love to know where your option is. I think Cancelo could be a good option, guys, this week. I really do. I think he's gonna come good. I wouldn't be surprised if Man City kept a clean sheet and him getting an assist. So if Man City, let's look at it like this: if Man City gets a clean sheet and Cancelo gets an assist, he'll get 4 points for the clean sheet You get 2 points for playing 90 minutes. That's already 6 points. You'll get 3 points for the assist. That is nine. And he will most likely get the bonus points as well. Most likely he gets three. And that's another 3 points. That's 12, you know. And if Cancelo gets 12 points times times two, that's 24 points. Yes, there's no turning back now. You are right. And what is Josh saying? I like the select fullbacks in defense: James, Trent, Chilwell, Cancelo. Yes, but I would go for Cucurella instead of Chilwell. Cucurella is more nailed on. Tuchel have spoken about Chilwell. He said that he's not up to match fitness. Chilwell even played an under 21 game, and Cucurella is on set pieces as well, and he only costs 5 million. So I would go for James, Trent, Cucurella, and Cancelo. If I could have made any changes right now, that would be my backline. I like that backline. I will probably look to change Robertson to Cancelo soon, boosted with attacking outputs. Yep. I agree. I'll big up Bibek. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you've subscribed to the channel. He's saying that Salah is injured. Oh, that's interesting. Let me see if I can find any news on Mohamed Salah being injured. Let's do some search quickly on the internet and on Twitter. I haven't heard any team news about Mohamed Salah being injured. If you could put the link in the chat, or where did you find that team news? Let's see. Uh, s- Can't see anything on Mohamed Salah. Let's go to Liverpool's website. See. No, it's nothing here on Mohamed Salah. Guys, sometimes on Twitter, people will give you news that is not true, but I can't find anything about Mohamed Salah being injured. I'm gonna have a quick check on my phone as well, but I doubt that he's injured. He's in most teams' social. He's in my team. He's my vice captain, but I don't think he's injured. This happened a lot when deadline is close. Some people will put out rumors, so you will sell Mohamed Salah. This actually happens, and some people fall for it, so they panic and they sell him, and then he's not injured. It's happened to me once with Son. Actually, I think it was last season. I was told that he got COVID. I sold him. I don't remember even who I bought. He wasn't injured, and he scored like 19 points in that game week. I was devastated. But yeah, I haven't seen anything on Mohamed Salah being injured. I've checked everywhere, every people that I trust. If he was injured, or if anyone had any kind of information that's reliable, I would have seen that now by now. So guys, don't worry. Bebek is trolling us. He's not injured. It's all right. We don't have to panic. The FPL king himself, Mohamed Salah, is gonna play. It looks all right. Um, I'm gonna see if I can find some team news for you guys with the Tottenham game. It's the first kickoff 12:30. Let's see if any team news is out for you guys. Let's see latest. All right, Tottenham have arrived. You can see Son. They've posted. He looks all right. Yeah, I think Son could hurt us, guys. I wouldn't this game week. I think he's gonna do well. I think he's gonna score goals. Son. I'm just going to stay until the team news is out for the Spurs game, and once the team news is out, I will give you the team news, and then I'm going to end the stream. Tottenham versus Wolverhampton. Hopefully, the team news will be out soon, and I could give it to you guys. What's your prediction for the Tottenham game versus Wolverhampton? It would be interesting to see what you guys think about it. Do you think they'll win? Do you think they'll lose? Saying you are my reliable information king. Well, I'm not a journalist, but I do try to check reliable sources when it comes to information, especially now that I make content. I wouldn't want to spread something that is not true. I do not want to become an ITK or or a troll as well. Let me end the poll, by the way, because the game week is over. So, guys, the results is here. 66% is going with Jesus. 16% is going with Salah. 8% is going with Haaland, and another 8% is going with others. Interesting. So Jesus is the favorite. I'm not surprised after scoring a brace and getting 2 assists against Leicester, and he's so highly owned as well. I think almost 80% owns Gabriel Jesus right now. So yeah, Josh is predicting a Wolverhampton 1-0 win. Yeah, yeah, it's not a bad shout. I think the head-to-head between Wolverhampton and Spurs, Wolves have done very well. I'm gonna actually bring it up for you guys so you can see it. Let me do this. Let's look at the head-to-heads. So last year when they played, Wolverhampton won away against Tottenham 2-0, and they won against them in the EFL Cup as well. No, sorry, Tottenham won on penalty in the EFL Cup, but it was 2-2. And in the away in Wolves home game, Tottenham won 1-0. And the season before, it was 2-0 Tottenham and 1-1. And the season before that, it was Wolves won the away game again, 3-2, and Tottenham won the home game. So, guys, it seems like when Wolverhampton and Tottenham play each other, Wolverhampton win their away game and Tottenham win their away game. So, in the 1920 season, oh no, sorry, the 1819 season, um, Wolverhampton won 3-1 away, and Tottenham won 3-2 away. And then the same thing happened again in 1920. Wolverhampton won 3-2 away, and Tottenham won 2-1 away. And in 2021, it's the first time Tottenham actually won at home 2-0, and it was 1-1 at the Molineux Stadium. And then Wolverhampton lost at home 1-0 to Tottenham, but they won away 2-0. So yeah, they've won like 1, 2, 3 away games away at Tottenham Stadium. That's a really good record for them. Yeah, 1, 2, 1 draw. Yeah, 3 away games. So can they make it 4 away wins against Tottenham at their stadium? It's going to be interesting to see. I didn't know it was that many games. Let's say what is Josh saying? Arsenal looks scary this year. Yeah, I agree. Jesus is on shackle and now playing without Pep's string system. Jesus is going to be level this season. Yeah, listen, I predicted in June or July that he was going to score 20 Premier League goals, sorry. A lot of people were laughing at me. They ain't laughing now. Like he got like 36 games left to score 18 goals. I know it's a very long season, it is. But listen, if he can find another 2 3 games where he bangs a brace, it looks good. But I agree, he looks so much better. He looks confident. Do you remember when he first burst into the scene for Man City when they bought him in that January window and he was just electric and everybody was, oh my God, they've already found Aguero's, replacement. I remember when I first saw him and he was so good. That Jesus is back. He looks electrified, technically good, confidence. He takes on players, his movement, his link up, his hold up. He just looks complete. And this is why I was so happy when Arsenal bought him. I think he's gonna have a good season. Yo, big up Luca. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you're well, my friend. Big up Social for always supporting me, guys. Social is one of the main guys why I'm here today, thanks to him, my family, to Bobby, to Dom, to Moss, Tariq. I've had so many people that have helped me, big up to Talk Man you as well. He also helped me a lot. And a lot of the stuff you can see, the graphics, the overlays, is done by these people. I had no idea how to do it, but I'm so glad that I started this channel, and we are moving forward, guys. We really are. I mean, it's in my first month, and I already have 141 subscribers. Mashallah, I'm so happy with that. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jesus is far off Haaland. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I think he's gonna have a banging season. I really do. And he looks happy. I mean, if a player looks happy, that's a lot. And you can see that he's confident, but he's also hungry. He wants to do more. He wants to score more. He wants to play better. And him and Martinelli seems to link up so good as well. And big up Hano, Coach Car, the corner. Guys, make sure you subscribe to his channel. Hannah's been on my channel a couple of times. I've been on his channel, and we are going to do some content as well. He's a young man. He's doing very well. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. Great growth. Thank you, brother. I'm gonna put your channel in the link. Let me just find it quickly. Coach Corner. There you are. Perfect. There it is, guys. Make sure you subscribe to Hano's channel. He's my friend. He's a young guy. He's much younger than me, and he's doing so well. He's so brave. I mean, I don't think I could have started a channel at that age. So big up to him. And big up Josh. He's saying you're good on screen, man. Nah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Honestly, this is all down to the community. I could not have done this alone, man. So big up to you. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for tuning in, liking, sharing the content, and thank you for subscribing to the channel as well. I just saw that you're a subscriber. So we are up to 143 subscribers, guys. We're only seven away from 150. So the milestone for next game week is 150 subscribers. So I'm gonna push a lot of content this week. I'm gonna try and do some more content for you guys so that we can actually get up to 150 subscribers. That would be amazing in the first month to hit that. Honestly, it's an honor. I could not have dreamed about a better start, and Listen, there's so many people out there that's so helpful. People like Rich, Crab, Steven, Luca. So many of you. Steven is my friend. I've been on his channel for so many times, and he's my co-host. I'm gonna be on his channel later on today, and it's a charity channel. He, if you don't know Steven's story, he's had 6 liver transplant, and because of that, he's decided to start like a charity channel to make sure that children who grows up with liver diseases get the help that they need. So every penny that he makes on that channel goes to liver plant and transplant for children. So I'm going to put his channel as well. Sorry guys, but it's so important when it comes to Stephen. What he does actually saves lives, and he doesn't take anything for himself. Everything goes in there. So yeah. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, I really hope so, and I believe so as well. Incredible effort, hard work by yourself, King. Great guy, great content. No, you guys are the stars. Honestly, I would just sit here and talk to myself, innit? But if you guys didn't tune in, if you guys didn't share, if you guys didn't tell people to subscribe to my channel, I would be here all alone. So yeah, big up to all of you. So I put in Steven's channel as well. As I said, it's a charity channel. So let's see. I'm looking to see if I can find some team news, some early team news. Sometimes they drop uh, um, early, few minutes early. Otherwise, they will come up in 10 minutes. See, just checking on the internet. Yeah, everybody's waiting for the lineup. It's going to be interesting. Guys, what do you make of Tottenham? Do you think they will have a good season? Do you think they will be able to challenge for the league? Do you think they will win any trophies under Conte? Or do you think it will be another season where they might finish in the top four, but they won't win anything? And yeah, it would be interesting to see what's everybody's thoughts about Conte, Tottenham. How will they do? Also, let me know your thoughts about Casemiro, who's just signed for Man United. I know a lot of people are critical and skeptical about these signings, but if I'm honest, guys, I would have taken Casemiro at Arsenal. I know that he's 30 years old, but listen to this, guys. Casemiro is not relying on speed, is he? And so even if he's 30 years old, it's not going to have a major impact on his game. I mean, I think Kevin De Bruyne is 32 years old, two very different players. But again, when you play in midfield, if you're not relying on pace, it's not a big issue. I even think Thomas Partey is 29 this year. He's turning 30 next year. And I don't think any Arsenal fans would want to sell him just because he's 30. I mean, Casemiro, I think where he's different from the signings of Varane and Ronaldo is that he comes in and actually solve a problem for Man United. I think he's a much better player than McTominay. I'm sorry, I know a lot of United fans like McTominay, but for me, he's an awful midfielder. He's not Premier League quality. And it's the reason why McTominay, even though he starts for Man United, he cannot play for Scotland in midfield. They play him as a defender or they don't play him at all. And for me, I've never seen a Man United starter not being Scotland's best player. So it should tell you a lot that if you go from McTominay to Casemiro, I think it's good. Yeah, maybe they've overpaid with wages. I think the transfer fee is quite all right. 60 million for a world class player, probably top three in his position. I think Rodri is the best one out there, and then it's probably Casemiro, Fabinho, you know. And then obviously you can argue about other defensive midfielders. I don't count Kante as a defensive midfielder. So yeah, Let's see what's Coach Carter saying. Back four: Cancelo, Trent, Zinchenko, Nico William. Good for FPL. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. It is. Cancelo and Trent are very good. Zinchenko is good, and Nico Williams is doing well. He got 7 point last week. Josh is saying Tottenham third. Okay. Okay. Social is saying no reason for Spurs not to have a good season. I think everything is in place for them to be up there, top three. Yeah, I think Arsenal and Tottenham will be fighting for third with Chelsea. I think any of them could finish third, and it wouldn't surprise me. If Chelsea finished third, it wouldn't surprise me. If Arsenal finished third, it wouldn't surprise me. If Tottenham finished third, the same. Because at the beginning of the window, it didn't look well for Chelsea. But if you bring in Koulibaly, you bring in Cucurella, them two alone, for me, is an upgrade on Christiansen and Rudiger and Alonso, because I think that Cucurella is a much better player than Alonso, like much better, and Koulibaly is as good or even better than Rudiger. I think he's more consistent. I think Rudiger last 2 seasons been amazing for Chelsea, but before that it was a bit of a hit and miss. Koulibaly's been at the highest level for the past 5 6 years, and then obviously they bought Raheem Sterling, and if they add Aubameyang and Wesley Fofana to that, and Gordon, that's a crazy window, honestly. So I think a lot of people who was critical about Chelsea, me included, I've changed my mind on them. And the players they've managed to get in, it shows that they mean business. They mean business. He needs someone fast around him. Yeah, Casemiro will need someone fast around him. But if you see when he plays for Brazil and he plays with Fred, uh, Casemiro is the destroyer, and he shields the background because he's so physical. And then Fred is the one who distributes the ball as well. Not enough room to rant about Casemiro. Great player, good signing at the wrong time. Yeah, I understand. I understand. I mean, obviously the Glazers are panicking. There's no doubt about that. And they do this to United fans every year, where they don't do what they're supposed to do, and then to make sure that people don't attend the protest, they go and buy a Paul Pogba, they go and buy a Cavani, a Ronaldo, a Varane, a Sancho, and in this place a Casemiro. And usually it helps. But hopefully this season United fans will continue to do what they believe is best for their club. I can't speak for them because I'm not a United supporter, but I do feel their pain, especially as an Arsenal fan who's been in similar situations before, where our owner refused to do what was necessary on the field and was so focused on off the field. But that's changed now at Arsenal, and we look like we are a more serious club now. It looks like the club has a plan now, a strategy, a blueprint that they are following, and hopefully it will have a great impact on us this season. Josh again, every year spot on. The pressure's high. It's on the fans to not get distracted this time. Yeah, it is on the fans. Forget about Casemiro and ask yourself, why are we in a position where the players that we need is not there? A proper DOF is not at Man United. I don't care. Mato is not a DOF. He should not be the guy who is Man United's director of football. You need someone who's more qualified, who got more experience, and you need to put in a blueprint where this is the kind of players that we are buying because they fit the manager's system. Forget about big names, forget about big wages. Even like Anthony. Anthony for 80 million euros is shocking. And this is why sometimes you can't just let the manager have too much power, because at Ajax, Ten Hag wasn't buying players. he would obviously tell Overmars and Van der Sar that I want this kind of player. This is the list of, let's say, wingers that I want. And then they will look at data, they will look at stats, and then they will look who will be best for that system and try and get that player in. Or they will look at the academic and develop a player to give to Ten Hag. They won't just go and be like, oh, let's spread 80 million on a player. I think is ridiculous. It really is. What's Josh saying here? It's about potential club sale this time. People crackling. Yeah, like listen, I think that if you guys continue to put pressure on them and you hunt away the sponsors and you hit them where it actually affects them, which is their pockets, because these guys, they don't care about football, they don't care about Man United, they only care about money and making money. And if you can help them not making money, then you can get them to sell the club, because as Arsenal, Man United should be up there. I mean, I miss them. I grew up when Arsenal and Man United and Liverpool, more so Arsenal and United, were greats. Like they used to challenge each other, and it was beautiful to watch. Even if we didn't win every season, you knew that for us to win, we had to be amazing, and that standard of football is kind of what we see now with Man City and Liverpool, but Liverpool haven't won enough Premier League titles yet to have that same rivalry. But I want Man United at the top. I want Arsenal at the top. You know, we want as many good teams as possible in the Premier League. That is how the league becomes better. That's how, everybody develops. And I miss it, and I can't wait. Hopefully, you will get them out, and it would be a great coup for you guys, and it will show other fans that if you're not happy with your owners, if they're not good enough, get them out, because it's your club. The fans own the club, not not the owners. If there's no fan going to the games, if there are no fans buying merchandise, if there are no fans buying Sky Sports or whatever TV providers out there in the world, if there's no fans watching games on TV subscriptions, then there's no big club. There's no Man United. There's no Arsenal. So hopefully, guys, you can get that done. Listen, Josh, amazing. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and tuning in. It was great to read your comments and interact with you. I'll do some more content. I'll do weekly content on Premier League and FPL. Thank you for tuning in, man. It was great. And big up Sasha, my African brother. How you doing, man? Have you made sure that your FPL team was ready before the deadline? The deadline has passed, and let me just quickly have a look at the lineup between Wolverhampton and Tottenham. Hopefully, Wolverhampton can continue to win away against Tottenham. They have a very good record there. I was talking about it earlier. They've won 3 out of 4 games away against Tottenham. So the lineups are confirmed. Let me see if I can bring it up for you on the screen instead of reading it, so you can actually see it. Yeah, it's here. Just gonna see. Oh, interesting, interesting. So to everybody that, no, I'm not gonna say this. Let me bring it up for you first, and then I'll say my comment. Let's see. Yep, here it is. So, in goal, Lloris, Sanchez, Dyer, Davis, Emerson, Højbjerg, Bentancur. Perisic makes his first start in Premier League for Tottenham. Interesting. So Sessegnon, who's had a very good start, is on the bench. he can't be happy about that. And then it's Kulusevski, Son, and Kane. So guys, if you kept Perisic, he's now starting. If you don't have Perisic, let's look how nailed on he is. Let's look at how many minutes he gets for Tottenham, and he could be a good FPL option for you guys who love FPL. But hopefully Tottenham lose today and concede a lot of goals. Bissouma is still on the bench, and so is Richarlison. Kulusevski continues to start. So yeah, guys, and the big news is that Perisic starts for Tottenham. Interesting. A lot of people thought that he was going to be on the bench after Conte's comments on him. And here is Wolverhampton's team. They are now playing a back four. Interesting. So it is Jose Sa in goal, Johnny, Collins, Kilman, Ait Nouri, Ruben Neves. Oh, Nunes starts for Wolves. Another interesting and Geddes starts as well. Wow, 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 wow. This is great. So they playing Podence, Moutinho, Pedro Neto, and Gonzalo Guedes. Sorry for the pronunciation. I'm gonna watch this game. I think it's gonna be an interesting, entertaining game, guys. So yeah, you can see here Wolverhampton starting 11. The two new signings, Nunes and Guedes, starts for them. Interesting. And let's see, the bench is Adama Traore is back on the bench, so he could be a good option coming in. He usually plays well against Tottenham. He was linked to them last January. Wang, Jimenez, Kondo, Dendonker, Boli, Samedo, Totti, and Saki. Listen, Wolverhampton got a solid bench now with their new signings. I mean, a bench of Jimenez, Huang, Traore, Dendonker, Boli, and Nelson Semedo. It's not a bad bench at all. Uh, I thought they were going to struggle, but they seem to have sorted out their team now. Wolverhampton and Tottenham as well. The bench is Lucas Moura, Jill, Richarlison, Bissouma, Sessegnon, Doherty, Tanganan, Langley, and Foster. So yeah, and Romero is out. So Davinson Sanchez starts for Tottenham. I forgot to mention that actually. That's interesting. I don't really rate Davinson Sanchez. I think Romero out could be a big miss. Let's see how the new players gel for them. What do you guys think? Do you think Tottenham can still win? Think it'll be a draw? Or do you think Wolverhampton will get their fourth win away at Tottenham? They got 3 wins there. Yeah. Get it starting as a striker, massive FPL option now, especially for Podence and to stay to assist him. Listen, this is a great point by Sasha as well. Let's have a look at Wolverhampton's schedule because they look saucy now. Yo, bro, I'm from Nepal. Yo, Ash- Ashish, sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, but thank you for tuning into my channel, man, and welcome. How is Nepal? And have you subscribed to the channel? I'm going to have a look at Wolverhampton's um, schedule. Let's see, guys, first if you can. Yes, so I'm gonna change the screen, and we're gonna have a look at Wolverhampton's option going forward because with Nunes, with Guedes, Pedro Neto, Podence, wow, it's exciting time at Molineux Stadium. And I don't live far away from them. I think I live like 1 hour away. So I might go watch Arsenal when they play away against Wolves. And let's see if Ruben Neves is gonna cry again. We kind of have a small rivalry now. Yeah, the game is updating, so I can't see, but I can do this instead. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'll sort that out for you. I got another website we can have a look at to see. Wolverhampton's fixture list because with the new signings, Wolverhampton looks very good. I'm interested. Let's see, fixture ticker. Ah, Wolverhampton's fixture list is last actually in the league for the next 3 to 8 games. So they are playing against Tottenham, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Southampton, Liverpool, and Man City. Interesting, interesting. Guys, if you want a watch along, I might do a watch along for this game. I might do a watch along for this game. Yeah. Yeah, Wolves front six are all Portuguese. Yeah, you're right. You're actually right. Neto, Moutinho, Podence, Guedes, um, um, Neves, and Nunes. Wow. Yeah, Portugal FC there. Portugal FC. So yeah, do you see Haaland being benched for Alvarez to start in coming game week? I think we might see them play together. I think they might play together, Alvarez. Alvarez looks very good. I don't think Haaland will be bench a lot. I do think he will get some rest. I do think they will monitor his minutes when the Champions League starts because obviously he's had muscle injuries before and they would not want him to get injured. So we might see him rest in 1 or 2 odd games here and there. But I think in general, we can see them play together because Alvarez can play on the wing as well and he can play at top. I think he's a good signing. I think in the future, he would do so well for Man City. I like that signing. Okay, guys, I'll do a watch along. So I'm gonna tune out now. I've been on for over an hour now, 7 minutes, but I will be back with the Spurs and Wolverhampton watch along. Again, thank you to everyone who's tuned in, who's liked and shared the content. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 150 subscribers and we got 143, so only 7 left, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm out.